Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis, and it's a very short book. And honestly, I'd been telling myself a lot of the lies that are depicted within the book itself, and I'm not a mother, and I know at some point in time I will become a mother. I'm a late bloomer, but I was mistakenly comparing myself to other people, other women, my coworkers, who wondered why, and it was always because, oh no, I'm going to put that on the back burner, or I have to make sure that mom and dad are going to be comfortable before they actually die, which I did a good job in that. I think that I did excellently. I shouldn't pat myself on the back too much, but it was something that I thought was absolutely necessary and something that made me into the person I am today. I've been alone well, I'm not really alone, but by myself for 2 whole years, and single for 9 months now, and a lot of things are shifting in my life, and I know what I want, and I am pretty aware of how to get that. It's just currently I am in 2 committees, doing quite well with that, and working on getting my master's of business administration. I know my dreams, and I have a pathway in order to set them up. It's just that I'm going to need some people that are more experienced in the field to help me achieve these goals, and I will in time. It's just going to take patience. And it might sound a little bit cruel to say everything happens for a reason, but she speaks about this, that we're all God has a plan for us, Jeremiah 29. I just was remembering that. I thought, the boomerang verse that keeps returning to me, and I thought there's a reason for that, and it's just God in His manifold witness has revealed to me that He has a plan for me. I don't know what it is, but I just keep remembering what one philosopher said: every day in every way I'm getting better and better. And I was also recalling what Ralph Smart says in his Living Waters videos, and I really like him. I find him to be very encouraging and motivational, and I love his spirituality and just his clarity. And Girl Wash Your Face is one of those books that really calls out the the lies that we've been told by others and ourselves, and most of the time it's negative self-talk. It's what Joyce Meyer called the battlefield of the mind, which is a best-selling book and very true to form, and unfortunately very accurate if you're in that headspace a lot, especially as an artist. And I was watching a video on Van Gogh, and a lot of people think that his best artwork came from a time when he was experiencing the most stress, but when you look at it deeper, it's because he had a chance to recover. And I feel like I'm producing my best work right now in the midst of remembering my parents and dealing with their deaths and having to come home basically to just a dog and a cat. But honestly, I consider that a blessing rather than a discouragement. And I know that someday this table is going to be filled with people, and I keep telling myself that, and I know it's going to happen. I have to be patient in knowing that God's thoughts are not my thoughts, neither are my ways His ways, and His plan for me might not line up with what I want for myself, because He knows what's best for me. And suffice it to say, I think that I really learned from this book, and I recommend it to everybody, and I even wrote notes in it. I underlined things. And it's one of those books that I feel is referential and needs to be reread, especially if you're feeling down on yourself. And you shouldn't. It's one thing to say, oh, I'm having a bad day, and then it's another to just kick yourself in the tuchus. But you just have to be really, really gentle with yourself. And I really had problems becoming selfish, and I feel bad about that, but I thought I really have to take care of myself. This is a period of healing. I am evolving into who I'm really meant to be, and I'm preparing myself for the future to come. I have nothing but high hopes. I'm an optimist, and I always have been. And of course, I'm going to therapy, and she recommends that, and I can't recommend that enough myself. I've taken a test on Asperger's and autism, and I have neither one of those qualities. So apparently, I am bipolar type 1 manic. I haven't really had, I have a lot of energy, but I haven't really had a lot of symptoms per se from this designation, and I don't let it define me. This is not me. I know who I am. I just happen to go by this particular moniker, but that's not who I really am. I feel like I'm here to help others, like I said before, and I know that I will get there. It's just going to take time, and nothing that is that essential is ever going to be easy or facilitous, but I just think that this is what really tempers us as people. And she doesn't sugarcoat this. She calls a spade, and she uses a lot of tough love talk, and she feels like you should have a group of people that you can speak to. And tomorrow I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to find a group to belong to, because I've been in and out of Bible study, not really feeling like I belong there, because all the women in Bible study have families, and I think, oh, I'm the one who doesn't. Should I be here? But I am actually going to talk to somebody. I'm going to get the I'm going to gird my loins, and I'm going to do it. I can't, I cannot keep myself distracted that much longer, because it's just, I'm not going to find what I want by continually distracting myself. It's not working anymore. I have no fulfillment in this. And I've come to the realization, actually reading this book, honestly, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I thought, oh my Lord, I've been too cowardly. Really, I've been running. I've been running away. I've been secluding myself. I just think, oh my goodness, if I go out into the real world with people, instead of just keeping to myself and focusing on my writing and my creative work, that everything will be fine. No, it won't. I need human interaction, which I have. I have a friend that I see quite a bit, but the thing is, I rarely see my other friends, so I really don't have any social life. I have a semblance of a social life, but I need more of it. I need more connections, which I really don't have a lot of, because, like I said, I was a caretaker for over half of my life, and developing a life right now at my age, that's tough, but I know it'll happen eventually, and even if it doesn't happen, I will be content in knowing that with the 2 years that I have spent in this apartment by the grace of God, I have accomplished a lot in a quantum leap of time that I never thought I had it within me. I never thought I was capable of this. I am more than capable. One of my coworkers said I was living a very boring existence. I don't think I'm living a boring existence. It's just different from what you would consider exciting. But I'm going to live my life, and I'm going to follow the tenets and principles that God has set before me in such a way that when all is said and done, I'll hear those all important words, "Well done, good and faithful servant." That's all I care about. That'll be it for me, and I can see my family again, and that will have made it worthwhile, even if I come out of this without having brought any children into the world, because I mean, I think people make too big of a deal out of having kids, honestly. I mean, I love kids, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I'm broken, or I'm less than if I don't, or, oh my God, you're so selfish. Yeah. This is unfair. This is a definition that is hurtful, and it's not the right thing to say to people like myself, because we're trying. And we want, we desire, trust me, a lot of us desire, not all of us. I'm just saying that there are many of us. You can't make a blanket statement like that. I just remembered. Excuse me for having a fallacy within that statement. But a lot of us really want to go forward and leave behind a legacy. And I feel that even without having a physical legacy, I will have a legacy through the businesses that I produce. And in and of themselves, that'll be a way that people will be able to remember my my generosity, or I should say, it's not really for me, but it's for others who come into the business wanting to learn a skill or trade, and having that drive to learn something in order to provide for themselves without being spoon-fed. And yeah, that's important. Independence is important. Also having the acknowledgement and the wherewithal to recognize that I've accomplished something. I have ticked off a goal that like I said before, I've come to this realization, an epiphany, if you will. I've done a lot. A lot has been crossed off of my bucket list, but I've done that through manifesting it and knowing that it'll happen in all due time, and everything has its way of working out, and the good will always triumph over evil no matter what. I mean, hard times do come and hard times go, and she mentions that, but they don't define us. They actually make us stronger. And she talks about loss, and yeah, that one hit me hard, because when you lose somebody extremely important to you, or someone who was instrumental in forming you to be the individual you are, it's hard. It's very challenging to lose them, and people don't like talking about this. I am going to be straightforward, honest, bluntly so. I will not run and being one who will share this with the utmost candor, but I really don't know what else to say about Girl Wash Your Face, but the ending, I really like it because it really spoke to me, and I'm going to read it. But I'm keeping this book because I feel like there's going to be a point in time where I might need it again. Hopefully I won't, but this really spoke to me. Girl, get a hold of your life. Stop medicating. Stop hiding out. I've been hiding out too much. Stop being afraid. Stop giving away pieces of yourself. Stop saying you can't do it. Guilty. Stop the negative self-talk. Stop abusing your body. Stop putting it off to tomorrow or Monday or next year. Stop crying about what happened and take control of what happens next. Preach. Get up right now. Rise up from where you have been. Scrub away the tears and the pain of yesterday and start again. Girl, wash your face. I mean, holy crap, right? But I'm glad I read it, and like I said, I may need it again in the future, but hopefully I don't. This is the booty. This is the boot in the butt that I needed to just say, hey, I've done enough. I need to be bold, go forward, and see what can be done to help me and get me into a community that can really just get me out of this funk that I'm going to admit it. I've been in kind of a funk, and I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel lost, and I'm trying. I honestly am, even though I am an optimist. I just feel completely lost. I don't know what I'm doing. I want a family. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to give up just because I don't know what I'm doing. It's going to happen sooner or later. I don't know when or how. And people are really pressuring me, and I want to slap them all, but I just don't know if what I'm feeling is right. But if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. God put this desire in me. I don't know why, because it's really frustrating. I've never been so frustrated in all my life, but I'm not going to let that take precedence, because I'm going to continue being optimistic, and I'm going to continue pushing myself forward. And I am a courageous person. I do realize this, but I've been hiding too long. So, as I said before, tomorrow is the day everything changes. I'm not sure what's going to become of this, but I'm going to talk to somebody, and I'm going to get myself some help in finding myself a community in which to belong, because I need that more than anything now. So, wish me luck. Till next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.